Hey guys, it's Dan with Erie Bass Charters. Out here on the water, gonna do a little flipping for largemouth. So I'm gonna show you how I rig my Texas rig. Pretty basic, but so these are bobber stops to hold your weight. So first step, put that on there and put your weight on. This is just a 1/4 ounce Fish USA tungsten green pumpkin weight. Tie your worm hook on. This is a 6 cents extra strong worm hook, EWG. It's a 3/0. It goes well with the bait I'm throwing. It's a 6 cent stroker craw. So we're gonna tie that on with your favorite knot. Cut the tag end off. Next step, you want to go in about 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch. Thread that stroker craw right up on there. Go back nice and straight. We got a weedless setup. You can see how I just skin hooked that tip of that hook back on. Get your weight slid down. Get your bobber stop slid down. Nice, perfectly straight as always. Rig your stuff straight so it swims nice. I'm gonna tear the claws on this stroker craw so they flap in the water real nice. And let's see if we can go catch a couple. That's the best. Not a big one, but still super fun. So what I'm doing is just flipping that bait in these little holes. We'll see. Put the sunglasses on. You can see like that hole in the grass? We're in like 4 to 5 feet of water. Grass everywhere. It's not even like super good looking grass. I like milfoil and stuff, but there's fish all in this stuff, in those holes. Some of them might be fry garters because it's early June. Some of them might just be feeding, hanging out. But you gotta have some good polarized sunglasses to see them. I love the waterland bed fishers. They're the best in my opinion. So that's the rundown. Let's see if we can catch a few more. It's a cool looking one. I switched up to the prawn, 6 cents prawn. A little bit different bait because the rock bass were biting my legs off on the stroker cross. Once again, just flipping right in that hole there. Little grass. There's some rock down there too, I believe. So, on the prawn, Texas rig. course, the biggest one bites when I'm screwing around with my graph. Nice one. Probably 3 something. Right around there. Decent for Presque Isle. Obviously he held on to it because I wasn't not paying attention at all. I was trying to go to another set of waypoints. But sometimes you just got to be lucky, you know? This prawn holds up pretty good compared to a lot of other baits. I mean, it's a little harder plastic. It still has really good action, but you can catch quite a... I mean, that's like my 4th or 5th fish on it. They're jumping over here. Uh-oh. Busting on bait. But I just flipped it over. Get a couple more fish out of it. Little different view. This is the prawn. I'll show you how to rig that. I go in there about, you know, down to that 2nd rib. Come through. You're gonna line it up, go forward, back in. And then just skin hook that, and you will not catch any grass. That's beautiful. I'm getting tons of rock bass bites out here, so I'm not ripping my legs apart. You can rip those apart and get a little more action out of it, but they'll just rip those things off. So. So a major key to fishing, pitching out in this grass with a Texas rig is letting your bait fall on a slack, like a controlled slack line, I call it. So I have a slight bow in my line, and I'm watching my line go down until this bait hits the bottom. Otherwise, if you just tighten up right away, your bait's just gonna pendulum to the grass and not fall straight. Most of your bites are going to come on that initial fall or the first couple of pops you give it. Today they're kind of biting a little funny, so I've been catching them at weird times, but it's not real normal. So when I pitch this out, I'm going to make a pitch, and I'm going to almost, as soon as it's about to hit the water, I'm kind of pulling my rod tip up and giving myself a little bow in my line, letting a little line out on the spool. So this thing falls straight down to the bottom. I mean, it's a crucial key to flipping. So I'm gonna make a pitch out here, about to hit, pull back a little, and let that thing fall on a slack line, and I'm watching that line go down. It's only 6 foot deep here, so it doesn't take long to get down there. I'm gonna make a pitch, pull back, let that thing fall straight down, and I have a bow in my line. Most of my bites have been on the bottom, but sometimes they'll hit kind of high up, you know, on your initial fall. So after you've been fishing a depth for a little bit, like I've been in like 6 feet, you know how much lines needs to go out about, you know. So if something weird happens, you throw out and it just sinks a little bit, you either have a fish or you're bogged down, you know, on some thick grass or something. So keep that in mind. It's a crucial factor when flipping.